Hey, you guys. How are you? I'm back. Let's record another video real quick, you guys. I just got a spiritual download and I want to get straight to the message. Let me see if I can adjust my camera some to my table so you guys can kind of see the cards. We're going to get straight to the message because I don't want to forget what I've been channeling. All morning, Spirit's been talking to me about warnings, right? I've been talking about spiritual protection probably for the past 2 years. And if you're in my Facebook group or different places, I really talk a lot about spiritual protection. And the reason is because this year, lots of stuff is coming to a head, you guys. Lots of world powers and things you will see. You're already starting to see, as we know with this age of Aquarius, we are seeing things really plummet. Okay, and if you're not really paying attention, you might not be seeing it, but for those of us that have been paying attention as so-called conspiracy theorists and stuff, and I'm not going to get too deep into certain things because I don't like to throw my views onto others, right? But we've been learning that there's, if you could just see it, there's certain world powers, certain bullshit that's just not going no more. Okay, Spirit's had enough and it's not going, they're losing. Okay, and these higher ups, as they lose, the spiritual warfare is going to be great, right? The attacks on us enlightened ones is going to be even greater, even heavier. And so because of that, we have to really protect ourselves, you guys, really. And my message earlier today was that, we always, excuse that, that's my cat, you guys. It's going to be lots of distractions too coming in as you keep trying to fight your fight and go along your way and deliver your messages. It's going to be lots and lots of distractions, you guys. So you have to learn how to maneuver with those distractions. Okay. Spirit says it's going to be, we always say oh, I don't believe none of what I hear, nothing of what I hear. I only believe what I see. Spirit says sometimes you can't even believe what you see. You're going to have to go by how you feel. When you're watching these spiritual leaders, when you're watching other tarot readers, when you're watching or receiving messages from these pastors, these priests, these world authorities, you will know by what you feel. Okay, it's not going to be by what you see. It's not going to be by what you hear. You're going to know, and Spirit says even this, mostly by what you feel. Because some of us have been trained in fear, so you're going to be questioning yourself oh, is this real or is this not? Right? And we'll get to that also. But Spirit says you will know by what you feel. And that's going to get us to our message today, you guys, because Spirit's real message today was half of the shit you've been through these past 2 years was so that you can understand your feelings versus the thoughts of your friends versus the thoughts of what your parents have taught you versus what, what you think you feel from how you was raised, right? You needed to learn your true vibrations. You needed to learn your true feelings. And that's it. That is the message from Spirit today. We are going to pull a few cards here. They're trying to jump out already. We're going to pull some cards from my Manifesting Moon deck and see what Spirit really wants to talk to us about today. But that's the basis of this reading. That's what it's going to be about, you guys. You have to... Spirit wants you to be your moments of being alone, your moments of being shed from people, from these enemies and things like that, from these failed relationships. They came to an end. They came to an end so that you could learn yourself. Okay, this first card that fell out here, this new moon in Aries, go for it. We all know that Aries is the boss of the zodiac, right? They're the ones that's that fire. They're going to get things done. Spirit says that some of you guys have dreams and goals and things that you want to complete, you want to work on. They give you the go ahead right now. They say go for it. We are in this new moon in Aquarius still. This energy, Aquarius energy still. This super moon energy. Spirit says go for it. Go for your desires. But we had to get you away from people so that you could know your true desires. Because if not, guess what would have happened? You would have came up with your idea and somebody would have said to you, oh, I seen that somebody tried to do that last year and it didn't work. Or I thought about doing that and it's not going to work because... And then their feelings would have thwarted you on your life's mission, on your purpose. So Spirit said, I had to get you alone. I had to get you alone so that you knew that it was okay for you to go for this, so that you know that when you go for it, it's nothing fake about it. Baby, mountains mean growth and spirituality. So whatever idea or things that you have that's going right now, your Aries side is kicking in. That masculine energy wants to be worked right now, okay? We've been in a rest period. We've been in a rest period all year since the end of last year, and Spirit is like, now it's time to get moving. It's time to get active. Let that masculine energy flow now, okay? Get active. Start working towards your dreams. We're still going to be taking it a little bit easy up until about the beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March, spring. Right before spring, that's when we're really going to start planting those seeds. But start getting active on planning, okay, on anything that you can do. Like I said, any burning up anything that's left in your way, that's not of yours, that's not going to be any good for you in the future. Let go of that stuff. Look, I didn't even read the second card yet. Release your blocks. Okay, so any of those things that get in your way, right? Any, I'm feeling the devil card in tarot right now. Any of those codependencies that you might have left, friendships, families, mates that you might have left, Spirit says release those blocks right now. Okay, let them go so that you can go for your dreams. I'm telling you, these moments of hermit mode, and I'm really speaking to the people that have felt like they have been by themselves. You are by yourself for a reason. Spirit needed you to get into the vibration of knowing your own feelings so that you could trust yourself to carry out your purpose. Trust the universe. Okay, follow your intuition. Some of you guys, this is Aquarius, first quarter moon in Aquarius. You want to begin new things right now. You're thinking about starting new ideas. You've been communicating. Communicate that to the universe right now, they say. Speak it out loud. And then once you speak this out loud, know that your thoughts are protected. Some of you guys need to work with lavender right now. Okay, lavender is really big in the collective right now. I normally make a soap and stuff with like lavender, rosemary, and black pepper. Those are 3 very good ingredients for protection. And I'm telling you that because I want you to start working with those. Lavender, rosemary, and black pepper together. The black pepper kind of activates the other 2. The lavender is more so for mental protection, and the rosemary is going to be to block away any type of evil. You can use these. You can put them in a bowl of water and boil it. You can let it and meditate with it. You can use these in tons of different ways. You can roll a candle in them, any type of, whatever type of magic that you use, right? Your magic. See, because you should have been here by now, because you've been alone enough to find out your magic. So whatever it is, your science is your magic that works for you. Add in there some rosemary, black pepper, and lavender. I'm telling you, it's going to make a super, super powerful protection around you. Okay, ask those spirits to awaken when you use those herbs, to awaken them to their original purpose of clarity, of clearing your thoughts. And like I said, if I was a lot of you, I would put this in a bowl of water and meditate with it. You can also add to it. You can use rainwater to make it even more better, right? This is the things that Spirit's wanting you to do right now to get out of your own way. Some of you guys, Spirit's like you've been humble too long. Okay, you've been in this place of being humble for way too long. It's time for you to overcome that. It's time for you to come out with your ideas and your things, like I said, but make sure that you're practicing this protection. Make sure that, because now when you come out with it, the fact of the matter is that you should be ready now because you've been in these periods of being alone long enough. You should be ready to come out with these ideas and things now. Spirit's wanting you to. Spirit says that you're having issues also with trusting that all will be well. You don't believe it, right? Even me sitting here telling you this today, you still don't believe it. And we're going to figure out what, let's see, let's go to the obstacle cards because you don't believe it. You have these new beginnings. You have these new paths set before you, right? And it's like you don't believe it. I feel like somebody just said, Spirit said like, yeah, right, that was just supposed to be the beginning of the year and look what's happening so far. We were still supposed to be in a rest period. I've been telling y'all, so y'all should have been listening. If you was trying to go ahead and do stuff and you found opposition, well, that's why. It wasn't time to move yet. Now it's time to start moving. Now it's time to get in your masculine energy and start moving. Start making the plans. Start making that money. Like I said, start getting ready to plant those seeds. Understanding. Spirit says a lot of you guys feel like you have missed your mark. Spirit says that you feel so old, like that you've been missing your mark. So a lot of you guys are just having problems with understanding the message, understanding things that have been happening around you, understanding all the pains and things that you've been through. A lot of you guys were victims of black magic, of spiritual attacks and things like that, and you're not understanding that. Like, why all the fucking pressure? Why? Spirit says that you're looking through too big of a lens. You're trying to look through like a big old eye, and it's like an eye of a needle, like for you to understand this shit. And you probably won't even get it. And not everything is going to fit through that eye of that needle, Spirit just said. So you're not going to understand everything. Some things aren't meant to be understood. A lot of the pains and things that you went through, though, Spirit just said was for you to have more compassion. I know I had that, you guys. I had to learn a serious lesson on compassion. And if I wouldn't have went through a lot of the troubles and the brokenness that I went through, I would have never learned it, right? Because I was up here, my ego, and I had to be humbled. And maybe this is what this card is talking about also. Those periods of down, like, I don't like really using the word humble either, because humble is like lowering yourself and things like that. But to a certain extent, when your ego or you're too conceited, sometimes you might need to be humbled a little bit, right? Brought back down to earth. And Spirit said a lot of that you had to be brought back down to earth. Okay? So that you could have compassion and feel for others. But Spirit says you're never too old. I don't know why I feel like that. Whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you might be in your 40s, and Spirit's like, you're not too old. You don't have all these wrinkles, all these cracks. And even if you do, I feel like some of you, I might be speaking to an older crowd right now, like 40 to 70. You know, I feel like this might be a few young people in here listening to me, but I feel like I'm really speaking to an older crowd. And Spirit says there's always a mother, maiden, and a crone. So there's always someone at the beginning, middle, and end of their journey. You fit in somewhere, and you can help others somewhere in their journey. So realize that everything's not to understand. Sometimes you're not going to understand, but you still need to just go for it and release those blocks of what you don't understand. Okay, Spirit wants you to release those blocks of what it is that you don't understand, and so that you can move on. Because what you're doing is punishing yourself and holding yourself back. What other obstacles do we have right now, Spirit? Fulfillment. So not feeling fulfilled. I feel like Spirit says like you feel like you've been running the while, and you're not receiving the abundance and the things that you feel that you should be getting. And it's like, maybe I should just go back to my old ways. I felt more, I got more clout, so to speak, or more people listened to me when I was back doing my negative things. You know, they're not hearing me so much right now. It's okay. That was another message I had today. Spirit says, it's okay. You don't do things from a place of expectation, not ever. Me even making these videos, I do them because the message comes to me, and I've learned this over time though, you guys. I used to be one of the ones that'd be like, oh, I have to do this perfect. This has to be done so perfect for me to put this video up. Now I'm like, you know what? This is perfect timing for me right now. My message will be reached by those who deserve and who desire to hear it right now. And should no one desire to hear it, I'm still going to give my message because it's putting me in alignment with my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's enough fulfillment for me. It doesn't come from, oh, I got 10,000 likes. I got 10,000 views. Even though if you guys are watching this right now and you enjoy the message, please do like, share, and subscribe, because we are all trying to grow, right? That's human nature. But I would still do this regardless. Half of my videos, I don't introduce the correct way or how people would say the correct way, right? I don't go with the algorithms. I don't do with the, let me figure this out on YouTube. I trust in Spirit that I'm going to be reached by who is supposed to hear my message, right? And because I'm genuine in that, Spirit will let me grow however I'm supposed to. But I don't do anything from expectation ever. I do it all because this is what I want. And Spirit says also, some of you need to do more self-care right now. So protection and self-care have been really, really big in the collective. Rest. Spirit just said some of you are not getting sleep. It's like you're peeking out of your eye because you're so freaking anxious about what's next, because I feel like some of you guys are still in the storm. And that's why Spirit's like, listen, you just got to do your part and just trust that all will be well. It will be. Okay, the abundance is coming. Look at all that green, the mountains. That card is beautiful. It's coming. Right now, it's time for you to feel. It's time for you to, actually, it's not so much time. So here's the thing, like, it's time for you to feel yourself and what you're feeling, but it's time for you literally to use your thoughts more so than your heart. Okay. Like, and as far as in moving forward, like, don't get in your feelings. Like I said, like, oh, nobody's liking my content. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's purchasing my product. Don't get all in your heart and in your feelings about that stuff. Just keep moving in your action and doing what you're supposed to do. Because as you do that, Spirit is putting you, or you're putting yourself in alignment with your universe and with the purpose for the universe for you. And everything's going to line up. We all line up, you guys. It's not just you. Spirit's manipulating and moving others around you also as well. Be open. Spirit says a lot of you guys are closed off. And so it's like you want these things, but how is it going to find you? How will it find you? Right? I feel like Spirit's giving some of you guys this message. Some of you guys, Spirit just said you might be waking up between the witching hours, right? Which we know are like between midnight and like 4 a.m. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. It's coming, right? So I just got a text. Sorry, you guys. Distractions, like I said. So, and that's what's happening at these times. It's like you get up at those times, and instead of listening to Spirit, what they called you to do and wake you up to do, you get on your phone, you get on your internet, you get on the TV, on the last series, Love After Lockup. That's been big in the on my newsfeed because I've been distracted too, you guys. So Spirit's like, you get distracted and it's not time. We've got to go for it right now, you guys. I'm super hyped if you can't feel the energy. And the reason is because when I got that clarity of that message earlier, I knew it. I was like, damn it. That's why I've been in this hermit mode. That's why Spirit's been beefing me up and teaching me to protect and help the collective protect and cleanse so much. Because we got to be in vibrations with what we have coming on. Because listen, when we start getting these business deals, when we start going out here into this world and we're fighting in spiritual warfare, people are going to be lying to us. Okay, they're going to tell us what we want to hear. They're going to make it look all good, but really be trash. So sometimes you got to pay attention literally to how that person walks, how they live, what feelings you get. But Spirit had to get you to the point where you trusted your own feelings. And some of us still ain't there yet. Okay, some of us are still working on that. Yeah, Spirit says, see, some of us are on a money mission right now. We're like on a super money mission and we're like, this is new. Okay, this is new money I feel like coming in. Spirit says this time when you get this new money coming in, you're not going to do the same things as you did before. Okay, but you should know because you've been by yourself now, right? You've been in those places where you've calmed down and you're like, I'm planning, I'm saving, I'm paying attention to making sure that I do all the things that matter, right? You're more confident in yourself right now, I feel like, and in your abilities. Like this year, and this is just something else I'll share, but is reminiscent time-wise, astrological-wise, as to what we went through the beginning of 2020. And a lot of us, we were losing jobs, losing people, and things like that. COVID had started, 2019, 2020, like COVID had started. So we started finding a new way for ourselves, right? We built businesses, all types of stuff. This is the redo of that, right? Because a lot of us have been in a period where like things have been slow and we're rebranding and all types of stuff. Because guess what? Spirit says when you do it this time, you're going to do it bigger and better. So your tower fell again because we all have tower moments consistently. These cycles keep going, they keep changing because that's how you grow, right? As you manifest your higher self and you say, oh, I want my higher self to step in, and you start dressing like your higher self and stuff. So you switch from the last version and you keep doing that until you get to the ultimate version of yourself, if there is one. So tower moments will be plentiful in your life. Get used to them, but each one gets easier because you know how to protect yourself and move through. Okay, you should be learning that. And Spirit says, so when you rebuild this time, you don't rebuild your house the same. If you was in a tornado, you got money from like the tornado, you're not going to build it the exact same way. No, you're going to this time, you might put bigger windows, floor to ceiling windows, right? You might make it 2-story. You might add a sunroom that you always wanted, right? You're going to build it with different views and you're going to build it better than before. So take the time right now, really start establishing yourself. I feel like financially, some of you guys might be looking for a new home, a new business, things like that. Spirit says you must decide. Okay, you must decide on what's most important. So also right now at this time, put what's important in front of you. And I've been preaching it. Spirit has been telling us it should be God's source, whatever it is that you believe in. It should be that. It should be family. And then it should be your business, your finances, and those types of things. Okay. So it should be, like I said, yeah, those are the orders. And you need to make a decision. Some of you guys are going back and forth, titter-tottering still. And Spirit's like, it's not time for that no more. You should have been had your mind weighed up, because that's why we gave you all this time by yourself. Now it's time to make a decision, because see, what you've been manifesting is happening in the physical now. Okay, it's happening in the physical. Some of you guys are having new ideas, new love. Okay, yeah, new love coming in. This is in the physical. Some of you guys need to make a decision. It seems like some of you are making decisions right now also between love and money. It seems like you might be on a money mission or something like that, right? So you're trying to make a decision, but Spirit says balance it out. And like I told you first, love comes before money. Okay, and I know everybody that's like, I know you guys are probably in an uproar, like, what the hell? Hell no, I'm getting my bag first. That's more, listen. We open up the roadways to our bag through our abundance, which is through our heart, through our giving, through our love. That's the most currency that we can give. When Spirit knows that you can give of that, they are going to give you the rest, okay? But you are in a period right now, I'm telling you, some of you that, like I said, and if it's not love coming in, it could be love for self, it could be family. Like I said, you don't have to make decisions. You have to learn to balance things, though. The Ace of Wands right here is literally the divine coming in and blessing you, blessing your life. This new spark of creativity, this is divine union. This is divine spark, divine creativity that's coming in for you. And the Sun card, it guarantees success. Okay, you cannot fail. You literally have an army of angels, I'm hearing right now, that is surrounding you, that is helping you move past your purpose. Go for it. And don't doubt. Don't doubt. Go by, because you're going to be going by your feelings, remember? Don't doubt. You don't have to understand everything Spirit says. Those people that was against you, that was not for you, oh well. They're going to be dealt with, okay? You are protected. When the hand of God comes out and says to you that you are protected, there is no other questions that need to be had. You are protected. Everything that you are building is protected, and I hope you believe. I believe. I know you can tell by the way I'm speaking. This isn't just jibber jabber. This isn't just me trying to sell you on this channel. Like, no, this is, I believe. Okay, I live my life. If I tell you guys some of the horrible things I've been through in 2022, right? But we not got all day. Spirit says, though, moving forward, in order to guarantee the success for yourself, you are going to have to balance who you are giving your time and love to. Some of you do need to show more time to your lovers. Some of you need to balance that out, okay, with your purpose. Spirit says, though, with this Hangman coming in reverse, I feel like some of you guys are moving past a period where you're like, but some of you are not. You're still allowing these like cords to be attached to you. The thing is, you can free yourself. You can free yourself at any moment, but it's that trusting in the universe, trusting in the divine that all is going to be well. Do you trust? Do you really trust? So this is where the divine is coming to you at from right now, because the divine is like, listen, you're saying you trust. You doing all this shit like you trust, but I know deep down you have doubts. You don't believe for real. And that's why the divine is here wanting to talk to you today. Like, listen, if you trust me, then you need to trust me that all is going to be met well. And you need to move right now like all is well. Why are you waiting? Why are you reserving? Yeah, this Knight of Wands, some of you guys are slowing yourself down. Like, you're supposed to be in this moment of where you're doing these new beginnings physically, but you're like, oh no, I have to wait on that idea. I have to wait on this until everything's perfect. And Spirit's like, I thought you believed. It's perfect now. It's perfect now. You might just have to save. You might just have to rebalance your checkbooks. Right? No, you might not need to wait until you get a better paying job. You might need to wait and go through your checkbooks right now and say, oh, maybe I need to give up this right now so I could do this dream. Right? That's where that Two of Pentacles, that decision is. There's some things that some of you guys need to give up so that you can make your dreams happen now. You don't need to make more money. You need to make better choices with what you got now. Okay? Make better use of your time that you have now. Spirit just threw that one in there. This is a new idea, you guys. This is a new idea. And for some of you guys, you feel like, oh, it's too young in the making. Some of you guys are feeling like this idea is very childish and things like this, but I'm telling you right now, Spirit's like literally this idea, and I feel like it's an artistic form of expression for a lot of you. It's really a way for you to get yourself out there. It's a way that you're going to be using your own magic and you're putting your own imprint. And for some of you guys, you're like, you have this angel whispering in your ear like, do it, but you're like, I don't know if people are going to accept it. They will. Your idea has potential, but you have to believe, and you have to, you have to trust. Give it some time. Give it some thought, you guys. Give it some hope. Right now, see, some of you guys are like at this point with the star card, and that's why Spirit's like, you can't see this brighter day because you're still in the night. You're still in the night. Like I said, we all are. We're still in this night, and we're going to end this message here soon, but we're still in the night. And Spirit's like, you have to look for those brighter days. No, you're not there yet. And maybe you can't see the sun, but can you see the brightest star? Can you have hope? Can you just use a little bit of hope that possibly this might be the one, this might be it, this might be your time? 2023 might be your year. What do you believe in? Spirit wants to know, like, what do you believe in? I see for some of you guys, it is definitely making better choices with where you spend your money financially. I feel like Spirit says that when you make money, because I feel like some of you guys having money might be new to you. And it's like when you make it, you might waste it, right? You might do a lot of emotional spending and buying and things like that. And Spirit's like, calm down with the chi-chis and put it where you need to put it so that you can blast this shit off, okay? Okay, it might be a little bit, but that adds up, okay? You don't have to start with like 20,000, 30,000. Don't believe the hype. Start with where you're at. Like when I first started selling candles, I literally took my last $200, you guys, and invested it. And by 3 months later, I was up to $2,000 in product for my candle line alone, right? So it's not where you start, it's where you're at, right? And I'm a little bit more now, but yeah, like seriously, it's not where you start, it's where you're at. Spirit says, once again, you are protected, but you got to start setting boundaries with yourself. Stop being in limbo with going back and forth with these people and these men and these, and the shopping and the things that are taking your time and not being more fulfilling to you. Spirit says you really got to guard your energy when it comes to that. All right. Yeah, it's time for you to master your desires, okay? Spirit says in order for you to start, now we're going to bring together the top and the bottom row. In order for you to get to that money, for you to start bringing in this new coin, you've got to become, and you are. You've been through every damn thing at this point. So you've got to master those desires and put your desires under control so that you can balance out and do exactly what it is that you need to do. So you can, do exactly what it is that you need to do so that you can be successful. Okay, and like I said, so that choice and decision of where you're spending your time and when you're giving things, it is definitely a love situation. So for some of you guys, you definitely need to show more love. Spend more time nurturing and caring for yourself instead of so much focusing on the business aspect of things. It's going to be there. It's going to come. Have fun. Enjoy. Okay, Spirit wants you to enjoy. And because some of you guys, it's going to be a partnership, I see. And the divine is wanting you now to also make a decision. Make a decision of where you stand blindly, it says. Okay, you're not going to use your mind as much. And I know that's probably bothering you. Some of you guys might be Libras out here. I'm feeling a lot of Libra air signs and fire energy, right? So some of you guys aren't going to be able to see. But the thing is like her blindfold is so damn sheer. She can see. She can see it. Okay, she can see it plain as day. You know that this person is the one. You know that this thing is the one. But you're You're hanging there. You're blocking yourself. Spirit says, like I said, this is not the decision that you're going to make with your mind with, well, you're going to make it because you know, like with those feelings, right? And this is a divine union, you guys. So if I am talking to someone that's in a relationship and you're hearing this message right now, it is a divine union. It is blessed. Go for it. If this is a business union, go for it. Okay, I don't know your life, only you know. Once again, so Spirit says, in order for you to get to this sun, right, and to get out of this dark, you've got to pay attention to where you're spending your time, who you're giving your time to. Okay, and this is more so in thoughts. Okay, this is in the spiritual. Are you believing in those brighter days ahead? If you're believing in those brighter days ahead, then you'll know that this sun is coming. And you're going to give your time to that, to the things that bring that sun in, instead of giving your time to the things that keep you in the dark. Okay, because it's no longer just the star that you can see there. Like, you can literally move into the sun. It's time to start, like I said, activating that masculine energy, getting into the sunlight. Okay, we have periods, and it's a time and a place for everything. We're moving out of that restful state for a little moment right now. We're getting things done. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Spirit says this is at your hand right now. You've got to believe in your new ideas. This can come for you in the physical right now. This is a gift from God that is going to be birthed for you in the physical right now. The moment you decide to make up your mind and where you're going to give your light, where you're going to put your mind, right? And you want to put it in the light. And once again, like I said, this hermit mode, when you're feeling like you're unprotected, when you're feeling like your boundaries are being snatched or something like that, then that's when you need to go into this hermit mode, because that is where you are developing spiritually. So until you are ready to fully be around others, right, without being swayed, you need to stay in this hermit mode, stay protected. Okay, but like I said, start working on your ideas. It's time for the planning process. We're going to start planning in the spring, but right now we're planning and planting. Okay, so like I said, but we're moving out of this rest period. So it's time for you to get going. Stop sitting there thinking in your sorrow. I know I said I was going to go, but we're going to pull a couple of more cards. We're going to pull a couple from the manifesting deck. And Spirit, what message do you have? And then we're going to pull one Art of War card, and we're going to go. Let's see. I am patient knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. So for you guys, like I said, some of you guys are going through financial issues and things like that. I see that some of you guys are actually pregnant. You might be coming through with a baby. If not, like I said, you might be birthing a baby. If it's not an actual literal baby, it could be your business ideas, things like that. Know that it is coming to you. Whatever is for your highest good is coming. Trust in the universe, okay? Start getting things done, you guys. Keep yourself protected. Go by your vibrations. Go by your feelings when making these new business deals, when moving into this part of your life, okay? I choose to be a super attractor and unwavering faith in the universe. I told you, the universe is waiting for you to stop going back and forth. It's a scripture in the Bible I cannot think of right now, the exact scripture. I know the scriptures, but I don't be remembering the exact scripture. It says, do not be lukewarm. Right? God spits out what is lukewarm. Well, that God is you. You need to spit out anything that is lukewarm, anything that is not solid, that is wavering in your life, and that includes your faith. Spit that shit out, because it's not going to help you manifest. You got to be solid in knowing what you're giving your time and your thoughts to the light. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Anything else, that unwavering faith, has no place with you. Okay, you have to have that unwavering faith. Like, listen, my faith cannot be shook no matter what I go through, because you know that you are protected. You know that the divine is ordering your steps. You know that you're doing by what you're supposed to be doing, by how you're feeling. Okay, and it says, when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. So once again, the universe is stepping in right now. They are blessing you all. You just have to you all have to, like I said, have that unwavering faith. Like, you have to have that crown of glory. You have to be protected. This reminds me of a crown of glory. Some of you guys are getting that, right? You've been putting in so much work. The angels and the divine are blessing you. But you've got to believe. And you can't be like going back and forth. Like I said, it's got to be unwavering. It cannot be lukewarm. You yourself cannot be lukewarm with yourself. Let's read a message from our Art of War deck. It says, in all fighting, the direct method may be used for joining battle, but indirect methods will be needed in order to secure a victory. In all fighting, the direct method may be used for joining battle, but indirect methods will be needed in order to secure victory. So, like I said, and when you're going through battle, like we're going through this spiritual warfare right now, you can be up front, you can be, you can look at sight and what you hear for certain things, but a lot of people are going to be using indirect methods, okay, also. So you got to know what side you're on, right? That's what Spirit's telling you. You got to know what side you're on. Reason over power, it says on the back. In an argument, the most determined, loudest, or nastiest contestant may win with little reason involved. To use influence over power to win is harder. Someone highly skilled at using indirect methods will win without their adversary even knowing that there was a fight. To do this, you need to understand the situation better than others to get reason into play. I'm going to read it one more time, you guys, because this is deep and we're going to go over it. It says, in an argument, the most determined, loudest, or nastiest contestant may win with little reason involved. To use influence over power to win is harder. Someone highly skilled at using indirect methods will win without their adversary even knowing there was a fight. To do this, you need to understand the situation better than the others to get reason into play. And this is perfect confirmation for this whole reading, you guys. Like I started off in the beginning, there's going to be people out here that's louder than you. There's going to be people out here that's talking a good talk and is showing a good walk. You and your indirect methods, using your own magic, using your own will and your own power is what's going to get you over. Is what's going to help you win. Remember that, you guys. If you like this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. All of my information will be down below. If you want a private reading, you can schedule on my website. That is the only place to schedule with me. Thank you guys for being here with me today. I love you. I thank your ancestors and my ancestors that are of our highest regard and of our highest good. I appreciate you all, and I love you. Have a blessed day.